and punch. Wash, start, wash, here. Okay, and we have that drill on both sides. We'll start it out here. I'm on, here, he's on. Okay, so we'll work that. Okay. We have an inside, what we call a dent, called a dent move. Okay, for a lot of your outside rushers, they're going to get your dent move where you're coming from the inside. Okay, so we'll do the same thing with an inside move, but still hits. Okay, it's going to play that game both sides. Inside, inside one. There you go. Inside one. Always hits. Always hits on that. Okay? Now, if you were in my offensive line, you know that it's never this. More like this. Okay? Well, on defense, we got to combat that. Let's say I lose the hand game and he's got a good shot. Okay? So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to work here. But also, I got to break this grip off to get it done. Okay? That is when I'm trying to beat his punch into my body. If he's already got my body, I got to get that sucker off right now. I got to get it off right now. So as soon as he gets that grab, okay, it's here and hips. Okay? Same thing to the other side. Okay? Here, I'm actually trying to break this hand off me, and then this is bringing it to the outside. What should happen to the offensive lineman is not being pulled into me where he can just recover, but his body should move down and away from my body, okay? If I'm a C-gap player and I'm in the C-gap, I can't pull him into the C-gap. I got to pull him away from the C-gap so that I can rush my gap, okay? So we'll work that, okay? And then the other game that we'll play, okay, is I'll be on offense, and he'll be on defense. And we're going to set up in our pit. Okay? And here's the game. I'm going to get my punch in. He's going to knock it off. Okay? So what we're going to do is do a step. Okay? That's a win for him. Okay? Bang. Win for me. If I get my hand in, that's a win for the offense. If I get my hand knocked away, that's a win for the defense. And it's a great way to do it. It's not super hard. It's not easy, but it's competitive as hell, right? Neither guy wants to lose, right? And you got your offensive tackle working, getting hands in, and your defensive tackle working, getting hands off at the same time. It's a lot of work in a competitive situation without wearing your guys out. Okay? So it's a great way to do things. Okay? The other thing that we're going to do to work the hip stuff is we have these pop-up bags. Guys, before we had pop-up bags, we just used guys that weren't in the drill, okay? You don't need pop-up bags, man. Use human pop-up bags and stick them there, okay? All we're going to do is we're going to start with hips. And I'll just say slow hips. He's going to club and hips. They go bang. Hips all the way over. All the way over. Through the side line. Okay? Get your hips all the way over. He'll do it to the other side as well. Okay, go. Bang. Right there. Hey, the club is critical. The club is critical. Okay? Because the club comes, this sucker should be bouncing off the turf, man. Okay? Because that's what unbalances the offensive lineman. Okay, the offensive lineman's got to be unbalanced. You can unbalance them with clicks. You can unbalance them with violence. Okay? You can unbalance them with club. Right? You're going to get into moves. Club and rip. Does that go? Bang. Good. Right there. Okay? On to the other side. Club and rip. Set. Go. Bang. Violent club. Bring it. There's a couple of coaching points on this now. Couple of coaching points on this. We say same hand, same foot. Okay, so we're going to watch him again. When he clubs right, he should step right. When he rips left, step right. Go to your right. Set. Go. Bang. Rip. Everything's got to come together. If the offensive lineman gets this, same hand, wrong foot, I'm blocked. He's got my whole chest. Give him just this. The other point is, as he opens his hip and starts to rip, quarterback bag. There's a little Velcro football that goes on that thing, okay? And we're just going to sew it on so it's not coming off all the time. But, guys, you don't have to get the sack to make a big play, do you? You know how many times you get that rip? Hey, I didn't sack it. We don't call it a swim, we call it a bar pump. Go. Great. We usually call it a ball because you just said all this line is going to reach it. He's going to get his hands on it, right? And he plays offense, okay? If somebody did that to him, he would be all over, okay? So we want to be fast with it and be gone. Just over the shoulder, real fast, real violent, be gone, okay? So we're going to do all of those different moves, all right? The last one that we do, we correlate it into stunts. We don't really give them the freedom to use this kind of move on their own, but if it's tied into a stunt, we'll let them jab, just let them beat them with a little bit of that head movement, and then come back to the inside. So jab right, jab under, jab right, under. Sit, go. Good. Okay. So we're jabbing, just getting a freeze out of the offensive lineman. We just want the offensive lineman to freeze, and then we're gone. Okay, and that ties into one. Hands for half second. Okay? All right. Have one of them keep that going. All that stuff is good, but it's about contact, right? It's about contact. Let's go 6 points. All we're going to do is we're going to start out, and he's just going to contact. Okay? He's just going to contact. Okay? Go. Go. Sit. Go. Sit. Go. Go. Just hips. Hips. Getting comfortable with that explosion. Okay? Call it 3-point contact, 3 points with a face mask, and face. Okay? Then we'll put him in a right-handed stance. We'll flip this around, okay? And his hands go on the handle. We talked about inside hands all the time, right? Inside hands, right? We don't. So we turn this sucker around, and his hands can grab here. Okay? His face mask goes here. Okay? Go. He's going to lock it out. Left hand. Go.